welcome back to my channel. So as I promised earlier this week, I wanted to get up another Valentine's inspired makeup tutorial for you guys. I wanted it to be still Valentine's inspired, obviously, so a little bit girly, teeny bit more eyeshadow maybe than normal, but not as dramatic as the last Valentine's tutorial. So I went with something more on the lips that was more wearable, with just like a pink sheen and a little bit more glossy. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, and then let's just go ahead and get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is actually hop into this palette. This is the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible collaboration palette. So in case you don't know what it looks like, they have beautiful shades, a lot of purple tones, shimmers and mattes, and then we have some highlighting shades as well. So we're going to be working from this palette right now. I'm just going to take this matte base shade right here in the palette and just set that over my eye primer. I did use eye primer already, so I'm just going to take this and dust this right over top of that primer. From there, I'm going to take this Morphe M573 brush. I'm going to be hopping into the palette. Actually, the first shade that we're going to use is actually from the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette. This is what it looks like here. So it's this beautiful palette. I forgot that I actually started with this tan shade right here in the palette. It's a nice matte shade. So I'm going to pick that up, and all I'm going to do is run this from the outer edge all the way to the inner corner in my crease. I'm actually running this also a little bit above my crease as well. Then switching to a Morphe, what is this, M433 crease brush. I'm going to go back into the Carly Bible palette and pick up this matte shade right here. I'm going to be focusing this color directly into the crease, so just a little bit lower than that very first shade that we just used in the crease area. So again, making sure to take this from the inner corner all the way to the outer corner. I want these colors to be all over the lid and not just like on the outer corner or the inner corner. I want them to be blended together all the way across the lid. This is so annoying. It drives me crazy when I see stuff like that. Picking up another crease brush, I'm going to go back into the palette and pick up this really nice, beautiful purple shade. It is matte. So I'm going to be picking up that, and I'm going to be placing this color directly on the outer half of my eye, kind of just packing on this color so we can get a lot of pigment here. Taking your time to build up the intensity. Then I'm also going to be running this on the inner corner as well. And then just lightly connecting whatever's left on my brush. Just lightly connecting right above that empty space that we have right here on the lid. So just closing that off. Picking up this bullet brush right here, I'm going to be picking up this dark purple shade in the palette. Again, this is a matte shade as well. I'm going to be focusing, this right on the outer V area. So I used a different eye primer today than I normally would. And let me tell you, I don't like it at all. Like, I don't like it at all. Making it weird to blend shadows out for some reason. And I normally use these palettes, so I know that it's not the formula of the shadows. It is literally has to be the eye primer. So I'm not really impressed. It's the Lorac eyeshadow primer. I don't know, kind of making it difficult, which I'm surprised because I love Lorac. And then from here, I'm just going to pick up a really short, flat shadow brush, and I'm just gonna hop back into this palette and pick up this beautiful, it's like gold and pink, like metallic shimmer shade. I'm gonna be picking that up on this brush, and I'm gonna be focusing this color right directly in the center of my lid here. And then I'm also going to use my finger to kind of press on the pigment. This shadow works really nice with your fingers. And then just switching back to that very first shade that I used, the very first brush that I used in the crease, all I'm going to be doing is just dusting the top of that shimmer shade so it doesn't look super choppy. And then I'm just going to take that dark purple and just keep intensifying these outer edges here. And then just taking that brush and then just kind of lightly dusting over it to kind of blend it out and make it look a little bit smoother. My dog is stressing me out today. Okay, moving on to the rest of the face. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is in the shade Soft Ivory. Yeah, Soft Ivory. So I'm gonna be applying this to my face using my super dirty Real Techniques sponge. This is not Real Techniques, this is Eco Tools. Get yourself together, Christina. I forgot to put a face primer on. That's how my day's going. So if you're doing this for an actual Valentine's look, make sure that you apply your face primer. It makes everything go on a lot smoother. It fills in any pores that you might want to fill in, and it also just makes the makeup last a lot longer on the skin. I'm gonna pop on some concealer. This is the Studio Skin Smashbox Concealer. I'm gonna be using my sponge to press this into the skin. Okay, and then we're gonna finish off underneath the eyes since now we have our concealer on. So I'm gonna hop back into this palette here. I'm gonna pick up that really nice, beautiful purpley matte shade on my fluffy brush here, and I'm going to just be running this along my lower lashes. So I really kind of want this look to be blown out. And then to line my waterline, I'm going to be using the Smashbox Always Sharp Liner in the shade Bare. This is just a skin tone colored eyeliner, so this is just what I chose to use today. If you want to use something else, that's totally fine. And then I'm going to pop on some mascara. To bronze up my face, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. Just taking that on a fluffy face brush and warming up the perimeters of my face. For highlighter, I'm going to be using the Becca Moonstone highlighter on my Morphe M510 fluffy brush. Just popping this on the tops of my cheekbones. And I'm also going to bring a little bit above the brow, on the nose, and on my cupid's bow. And for my lips, I'm going to line my lips using the NYX lip liner in 810. And for my lipstick, I'm going to be using the Flower Beauty in the shade Warm Sand. It's this beautiful, like, creamy, pinky, nude matte shade. And I want my lips to be more glossy instead of matte for this look, so I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Colorlicious 620 Candylicious is the name. So it's like this pearlescent, like, duochrome kind of lip gloss, so that's what I'm going to be using just to top off this lip color. And then to finish off the look, I'm going to be spraying my face using the Photo Finish Primer Water by Smashbox. I'm going to be setting my face. And then before we finish, I'm actually just going to take a little bit more concealer on the back of my hand. I kind of didn't realize that I missed this step. But I want to take a little concealer on a flat concealer brush and brighten this inner corner right here on my eyes. Just because I don't want that purple to be too far on the inner corner, otherwise it makes me look a lot more tired. So again, just kind of taking that brush and just brightening up this inner corner right here. I apparently forgot to bring my concealer in my normal areas that I normally do. I'm just going to take a fluffy crease brush and just dust over the edge where the concealer is. So hopefully you can tell on camera now that this side is a little bit brighter. It kind of shapes the eye a little bit different as well. That's it, you guys. That completes this video. I really hope that you guys like how it turned out. Be sure to leave a comment letting me know what you'd like to see next from me, and until next time, I'll see you soon.